go.
Okay, so I'm here again with Mr. Denis Frimpong. We talked before his fight. He's now made history as the first Irish fighter to win on Oktagon. He done it in a dominant fashion as well. He said he was going to beat him. He said his opponent knew how to lose, and you brought him to lose. So talk to us about the fight, how you feel it went, and we'll get on to your antics after you talk about the fight.
Um, yeah, I think I just dragged him into deep waters, didn't I? I just outclassed him in every aspect of MMA. He didn't have any success anywhere, whether it was on the cage, whether it was on the feet, whether it was on the ground. He never had me in any danger. I had him in danger several times. And yeah, I just showed the skill gap, the mismatch of skill that was there. Um, to be fair to him, he was tough. I knew he'd be tough, being a soldier and that, a real warrior as it was branded. Um, but the keyboard warrior came out to play. Freshman came to play, and yeah, I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get him out of there, because I feel like he was looking for a way out, but he also it was a weird one. He didn't look for a way out. Traditionally, he just sort of held on to me, didn't he? He just like at all costs was like, I just need to hold on to him so he stops peppering me with shots. And he did that well, and he was strong. So 4 or 6. Sorry, mate. Yeah, yeah, sorry, takeaway. As you can see, I'm on holidays, my cheekbones are disappearing by the minute. But yeah, listen, I came out there to prove that I was a class above him. And I think I proved that. Anyone can see that. And obviously, a bit of a bonus making history as the first Irishman to get a win on Octagon MMA.
Yeah, it was a fantastic performance. What I was impressed with was the teeps. Obviously, we know the teeps and the kicking as well. You were able to keep him at range without even using your hands at times as well. But one thing, were you ever worried? Because I know, like, he never really had any control over the fight, but he did have that wild overhand right that at any time could land. Did that worry you at all, or did you know you could stay out of the distance for that?
Do you know what? Yeah. Shout out Dublin Combat Academy, Collie Mahin. Those teeps, everyone knows where they come from. That is DCA style teeps right there. Straight out Dublin one. I introduced Ostrava to Dublin one there. Um, And yeah, look, I kept him at range with the kicks. When he came into range, I boxed him up, hit him a few elbows as well. The knees hurt him. So at every range on the feet, I had him beat. He did have that big overhand, but to be honest, he landed it a couple times, and I didn't really feel like I've been hit much harder. He didn't really hit that hard. I tell you what, he was really strong in the body lock position. Like his pressure on the cage was quite strong, but he didn't like have that like sharp whip where with the overhand where I was like, oh my God, that I'm in danger with that. He landed a couple of them. I just brushed them off, gave him a bit of a dance, showed him my moves, and that was it.
You were entertaining as always. You came out, you had a post-fight interview as well. You won absolutely everybody. And since you've won that fight, you've gone on and you were absolutely going after. I mean, I don't even know where you get the information from about these people. Um,
I do my
I would like to fight
research.
you.
I do my research.
Yes, you do, and you do it very successfully. Um, I won't mention the fighter's name, but I remember you were talking to an Irish fighter, and he said to you, I couldn't do the build up with you. Couldn't do the build up with you. Um,
Yeah,
next, and
I mean,
why is why who's next, and why do you want this person so badly next?
um, you know what? To be honest, I've been enjoying smoking on that Czech pack. That Czech Cali. Um, so I think I'm going to continue my run of smoking these Czech fighters, and the plan is to only fight Czech fighters this year and teach these guys who's boss. Because to be honest, yeah, the response I've gotten from the Czech fans in the build up to the Siraki fight, after the Siraki fight, um, let's just say that they're living in 1960 when it comes to seeing fighters of my complexion. So I'd like to go keep smoking these guys, keep teaching them a lesson, and hopefully go to Prague and smoke a few of them in their own hometown as well. Um, so yeah, I've called a few of them out. Obviously, I wanted the Tip Sport Game Changer. I'm still down to getting the Tip Sport Game Changer if they want to give me that, but it's looking like they're gonna, bend the rules a bit to keep Keita in there, um, which I don't really agree with, but it is what it is. But I'm gonna stay ready. If anyone else pulls out of that Game Changer, they can bang me in there anytime. I'll be a little wild card. But yeah, as far as any of the actual lightweight division, um. Thomas Fiala is a pussy. I've been chatting about his family, his sister, putting up his sister's OnlyFans pics, and he's mysteriously injured himself sparring a day after I started chatting about his sister, so he doesn't want it. Andre Petrosek is injured as well. He said he can't fight yet, so he's gonna have to wait till summer. So I'll fight him in Prague if he wants in summertime. And Mate Kuznik is the one next Czech fighter with balls besides Saraki, it looks like, because he's decided to actually verbally agree to a fight. So we're going to put it to Octagon and see what Octagon want to do. But he's number 10 ranked guy. He's 18-9. He's a wrestler. So since all these guys think that wrestling is the blueprint to beat me, let's find out if Eastern European wrestling is as good as George Staines' wrestling was. I don't think it is, but yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah, I think when someone gets beaten, obviously in the way that George had beaten you, people are gonna look at it and go, "That's the way to beat him." But like from even me over here in Ireland, I know of George Staines. We know what George Staines is going to become. Like the level he's at. Are these people really at that level to be able to challenge you the way he did and do what he did?
Listen, he's been doing it since he's fucking 6 or 7 years old, yeah. And let's be honest, the guy's autistic as fuck, and he's put his whole autistic spectrum XP points into MMA and Lego building. So he's very good at what he does. In fact, let me not even say MMA because he didn't really have an MMA fight with me, did he? He just wrestled. Um, but yeah, Saraki tried that and it didn't work out well for him. You know, uh, I can't see Mate Kuznik doing much to me either. But I think the first challenge for Mate Kuznik is make the weight in the first place, get that make that 70 kilo limit, come over to Birmingham and get yourself put in a pack, and that's going to be 2-0 against Czech fighters this year. As I said, I'm going to cash another check and then I'll go to Prague and cash another check out there or catch another check out there, catch a whole load of checks out there. I'm not arsed.
Um, Talk to me about this
But
game
yeah,
changer because
let's
I'd
see
only
what let's
seen
see
it
what happens.
recently. I'd only seen it recently. What is the game changer and why do you want to get onto it?
So the Game Changers €1 million tournament bracket. They did one last year at welterweight. They're doing one at lightweight this year. I don't know if they'll be doing another one at lightweight, so I just want to get in it because I've just come into Octagon. As I said, first Irish fighter to win a fight on Octagon. Um, Showed what I can do against a guy with 30 fights, a supposed mismatch. Um, a guy Conrad Driska, he's number 2 ranked. He just pulled out of the Game Changer, and he fought Saraki and he got battered by him. He looked like he'd been through a meat grinder. So I think I did a better job of beating Saraki. So I think I should be in it. But it is what it is. We'll see if they put me in. Yeah, it's just a tournament. Basically, I think each step of the bracket you get X amount of money, and then if you win the final, you get like 300K. But yeah, I'm here to make money. I'm not here to make friends, and I think they should put me in it. Why not? You know what I mean? Like, let me prove myself. All the best guys are in there. Makwan Amirkhani's in there. You know what I mean? My teammate Laron's already dealt with him, so I'm gonna put the nail in the coffin of his career if I ever meet him. Um, Akon's in there. Hafeni Nafuka's in there. Keita's in there. So there's a lot of guys that I want to fight in there, regardless of their records. And if you put me in there, then they can't refuse to fight me, because if you get me in the bracket, you have to fight me, and you can't say, oh well, his record's this and his record's that, like you're a fucking Paul Van Dyke or whatever. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, I don't know if they're gonna put me in. We'll see what happens, but as I said, I'll stay ready all year. Anyone pulls out, I'll jump in.
Like that, it would make good business sense because I can tell you can tell from the promotions there's a lot about you a lot of the time. A lot of the views on Octagon on the YouTube, I've looked them up. You get the highest views. That's because like it's that old adage of people either love you or hate you. They want to see you win or want to see you lose. So, and then you come to
Well, as I
fight as well.
as I said, the Czech fans are a bunch of racist pricks, so they definitely want to see me lose. But I'm gonna keep winning, especially against their Czech fighters, and they'll hate me even more then. They can put all the monkey emojis they want under my posts and under my fight announcements and all that. But I am a primate. You know what I mean? I'm a primate that's come to hunt all these fucking Czech pricks. So. Yeah, let's go.
And I know you on a personal level and I get along with you quite well. When you get emojis like that and that sort of racism, because I know you've had to deal with that before in life, is on a personal level, does it piss you off or is it just kind of like you've learned to deal with it over time?
Nah, because at the end of the day, I've had people say it to my face, and none of these little cowards would ever say it to my face. That all they can do is put it on online on the comment section with their no profiler, zero followers pages. So if they hadn't, I'd take offense to it if someone actually said it with chest. But at the end of the day, like you're saying on a fake profile on a comment section. I've said what I needed to say in the post-fight interview. If you have something to say to me, you know where to find me. I'm there every day, down in Manchester top team. Come down, get a gum shield, and let's have a knock. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's see if you'll call me a monkey to my face. But so far, since I've said that, after my fight, no one's showed up. So says a lot.
Well, that's just the way it is. It's behind the screen. Like Mike Tyson said, a lot of people are getting comfortable on social media. And then when they come face to face with people, it's a completely different story. Like it's the old adage, the telephone tough guy. Do you remember those? And then
A
when you
hundred
see them in
percent. Hey,
person,
hey, a keyboard warrior.
a keyboard warrior. And then you're the keyboard warrior that shows up to fight. That is the fighter. But
That's
yeah, so
it.
you're looking at obviously if you can't get into the game changer, that's something that I'd say a lot of people push for. Birmingham is when you're looking for next. Yeah.
Yeah, active year. So Birmingham's the next British card, UK card. So we'll go Birmingham. We'll take out a top 10 guy, Mate Kuznik, and then probably June. Yeah, we'll go to Prague, invade their hometown, their capital city. Get a load of booze and then shut the crowd up. And then we'll see where we go from there. But as I said, I want it to be an active year. Aaron Chalmers still has to get it as well in the boxing. So he can get it as well. So yeah, I've got a lot of things, got a lot of options on the table. But as I said, I'm looking to just start catching these checks and sending them back to the USSR with their face caved in.
Well, I actually seen that with Aaron Chalmers as well. That'd be interesting if something did come about with that as well, because he has competed before. So it's a possibility. And with Octagon, you never know. Because obviously they had Paul
He,
Smith.
they like their little influencer fights, and I'm verified now. Didn't pay for this blue tick, by the way. Yeah, I'm verified now. Official verified reality TV star versus reality TV star. He's boxed Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather couldn't put him away, and he agreed to do it in 4 ounce gloves. So let's box in 4 ounce gloves, even the custom rules where there's a bit of elbows going on. And I'll put him unconscious for his retirement fight.
That would be quite good. How would you feel about the likes of these influencer fights?
Well, I'm an influencer now as well, aren't I? So,
A
you
fighter
know,
turned influencer.
I don't know, mate. I don't know what to make of it, but at the end of the day, like I'm happy to welcome a guy, and let's not get twisted. Aaron Chalmers been training longer than I have. He's been training martial arts longer than I have. He had an MMA fight in like 2014 or something, didn't he? Or ages ago anyway. He's been
Bama, was
training
he on
longer than I
Bama?
have. Yeah, yeah. He's been training a lot longer than I have. So, I wouldn't even consider him like an influencer in the same way as like an Al Brook or like one of these other OnlyFans sluts that have fights, or Danielle Helmsley or whatever the fuck her name is, getting her tits out for the crowd and whatnot after a boxing event. Um, but anyway, yeah, I wouldn't consider him an influencer in the same way as them. Um, he's a fighter that just happens to be famous. You know what I mean? Like just like Jake Paul, I suppose. Jake Paul can box. Let's not get it twisted
Yeah.
either. So yeah, I'd like to box him. Get my name out there a little bit as well, and I know I can put him away. So why not? As I said, I'll be his retirement fight, and I'll put the nail in the coffin of his fight career anyway.
And then obviously I can only imagine the talk leading up to it, and I can only imagine the spectacle that'd be. But you're looking for a busy year, like you said, Birmingham, Prague. You spoke to me before previously about wanting to go visit all these different countries. I hope that you can have that active year and it does happen. But I want to congratulate you on the fight, making history, um, getting that win like you said you're going to do. You walked them down the path to lose, and I can't wait to see what is in store for the rest of the year. Because whatever it is, I know it's going to be fun to watch the build up.
100%, 100%. Thank you so much, Dave. And yeah, like, the reason I've gone so ham on all these guys the last few days is just because all these guys were chatting shit. You know what I mean? Conrad Driska was chatting shit before the fight. Hafeni Nafuka was chatting shit before the fight. And I ended up smoking the guy that they said was going to smoke me. And you know what? I predicted it after I smoked them. Now they're all saying, oh, but Jan's a journeyman anyway. Jan's shit anyway. Of course he is, yeah, because I beat him. But before I beat him, these are all saying he was going to knock me out. So what's up? Do you know what I mean? And after I beat Matej Kuznik, number 10th ranked guy, what, he's all going to say he sucks too? After I beat Andre Petrosek, 72, is he going to be shit too? After I take the belt off Ronald Paradesi or Keita or whoever the fuck has it when I get there, is the whole division shit then? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, let them chat and chat and chat, but they'll have to recognize real at some point.
And they will get to, if you just keep talking and keep winning, you're going to get to that belt fairly quick. I would reckon. You're so marketable, you're so
100%.
set, and like that, you come to fight and it's exciting. So it's a good mixture. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your time off until your next fight, and I'm sure we'll speak before that.
No, appreciate it, Dave. Nice one for that. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.